Hi Mosh, and welcome to Behind the Launch.
Hey man, how's it going?
No, good, thanks, and you?
Thanks. I'm good.
Okay, cool, great. Thanks for making the time today to come talk to us on the show about your new product being launched on the 18th of April at 9 a.m. Eastern Time called Copy My Commission. Now,
Clone My Commission.
Clone My Commission, sorry.
It's all right.
So before we dive into that, can you just give me a bit of a background on your life journey into internet marketing and what you are all about?
Right. Okay, basically I was a civil engineer and I came to UAE like 10 years back in 2007. Then I was working as a civil engineer in multi-billion-dollar companies. But you know, life as an employee is the same everywhere. The day job is same as everywhere. So I wanted freedom. I wanted to spend more time with my family, just like everyone else. So I started my IM journey. And definitely I made all those mistakes that everybody does, everybody makes at the beginning. Okay, I tried to get everything free. I tried to get all the traffic free. I mean, I was doing all the mistakes. So after making all those mistakes, I slowly started making a little bit of money, then slowly a little more, like this. Now, last year, 2016, end of, I think this was on October. Yeah, October 2016, I quit my job, and now I'm full-time internet marketer. If you know, I'm one of the top Warrior Plus JVZoo Warrior Plus vendors and affiliates. Most of the time, it's top 5.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that easy, but it was more strategic. It's not about easy or hard. It's more strategic. So this is what I wanted to cover in Clone My Commissions.
Okay.
Right. So this is about me and a little intro about the product.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, I mean, while we're talking about that, so let's dive into that. What is Clone My Commissions all about? And in the intro video, I saw something about creating assets and leveraging assets. What's that all about? Please take us into that.
Right. The regular products that the regular internet marketing or make money online products that teach people how to make money online. I mean, using the power of internet. They focus on quick fix, like making some quick money. It's possible. All those are, I won't say they are bad. They're all good. Those are all possible. Mm-hmm. And I have tried all that. The problem with those things or those courses are, you see, they focus on one piece of the work, one piece of a big work. Think about it, affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is just a piece of the whole product building, launching, and running the product in the market. Affiliate marketing is just one part of that, a small part of that. Now, if you just start from affiliate marketing without knowing anything else and the basics, what happens is suddenly you can build, you can make a little bit of money, maybe, if you're lucky, or if you're following the right path. Maybe you will not make money. So as you don't know most of the basics out there, when you don't make money, you lose your heart and you feel that, hey, it doesn't work. At the end of the day, you go, hey, I want my money back. Okay, it doesn't work. Your system doesn't work. But actually not. The system works. Now, in Clone My Commission, I wanted to take a different path. I'll tell you a little bit of background of this. Back in 2016, I was contacted by one of the top JVZoo vendors and affiliates, award winner. His name is Ankur Shukla. So he was visiting Dubai. He found me on Skype, in a Skype group. He contacted me and said, hey, where are you? You're from Abu Dhabi. I said, yeah. So I'm in Dubai. Can we meet? He said, yeah, sure, man. I was happy to meet Ankur Shukla. Come on. He's a big guy. Yeah. Actually, he was so modest and so nice guy. Unbelievable.
But you were probably surprised that he contacted you to
absolutely, yeah. I thought that, okay. Come on, I'm gonna meet Ankur. So we met in Dubai Mall. It's just the mall under the tallest building on earth, the Burj Khalifa. So we went there. There was a dancing fountain. We watched the dancing fountain. We talked a lot about business. For me, it was a lot of questions because I was just doing okay, and he was already on the top. Yeah. So I had a lot of questions, and he was such a nice guy. He was giving me all the answers very easily, very politely. Okay. And one word he particularly mentioned. Sorry, you're saying something?
No, so just say okay. But what I wanted to add is like a personal mentorship.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And free. Unbelievable. Yeah. Anyways, actually he is like that, okay? But don't call him all the time, right? And don't tell him that I told him.
Okay.
Joking. Right. So so he was saying one particular word that he makes assets online. Mm-hmm. So I thought, yeah, he makes software, so making assets possible for him. It may work for him, but I'm doing info marketing. It may not be useful for me. So I forgot it almost. Then later in 2016, we met a couple of times, and our families met. He repeated the same word over and over. Okay, I build assets. I build assets. I build assets. Okay, I thought he builds softwares. He builds softwares. He builds softwares. So it's not for me. Yeah. And so later, I hired Mr. Michael Cheney as my one-on-one coach, and I spent a lot of money for that.
No, also big name.
Unbelievably, I found that he does the same thing in info marketing business. So what he does, then I found almost all big guys that we know as big guys, they are rich people. They are rich because they whatever they do online, whatever they spend their time with, they make them an asset. So every piece of work they do, or every span of time they spend online, mm-hmm. they make it an asset. Okay. Once they make an asset, they use it in many, many different ways in future. And the secret, not secret, I would say the difference between the regular marketers and those big marketers is they have a long plan ahead, at least 1 month, 2 months. Michael Cheney has 1 year plan ahead. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if you want him to promote your product, you should tell him at least, there are criteria, you should fulfill the criteria. And then you should let him know at least 2 months. His schedule is booked all the time. But at least a few weeks, or at least 2 months like that, you have to notify him ahead, and you should have everything ready in hand. So this is how they work. Yeah. But the thing is, the plan they do, when they do something, they have a plan that I'm going to use it in many different ways and make profit from one piece of work from many different ways, from many different sectors, right? So this is the difference between regular people or the regular marketers or those big successful marketers. Okay. So this is what I actually wanted to cover in Clone My Commission. After meeting Ankur, I started thinking that way. And then when I started working with Michael Cheney one-on-one, there was a complete mind shift. And you can say it's a complete business shift as well. Not only I made all the money I invested on him just in a couple of weeks, but also, I learned so much, and it's so organized. My life is organized, my business is organized, and I can see the future, the coming future, what I'm going to do, what I'm doing now. I'm not frustrated anymore. I'm not just doing day-to-day work anymore. Mm-hmm. I know now what I'm going to do after a few months. And what I'm doing right here with you, doing an interview, I have a plan that I'm going to use this interview in multiple different ways, and this will make money for me. So this is what I wanted to cover in Clone My Commissions. As I'm opening my business, my plan, and people can easily clone what I am cloning for myself and making more money all the time. People can do the same from this and simply make money and make actually a long-term profitable business. That's the focus.
Okay, cool. And I mean, what it also sounds like you say, creating the assets, but also trackable assets. So you kind of track these, and you can use them in multiple ways in future, and you've got all the information you need. And I mean, like you say, the whole future planned out. Now, that sounds very interesting, and it does sound like quite a lot. But would this be? Well, let's go first. I mean, what's covered in Clone My Commissions? Is it a whole training course, or what exactly does it entail?
It covers almost everything that a newbie or a pro needs. It really doesn't matter which level you're in.
Okay.
If you are a pro, then you already know a part of it, just a part of it. That's what I'm going to show.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are new, then you don't know about all this. Maybe you're completely overwhelmed with all the lots of courses and information overload out there. So when you see that I trimmed off all those most of the stuff that we see online, and I focused on only a few basic things. And actually, most people are making money from those basic things. Then it's easy for newbies. But for pros, a part of it you already know. You say, yeah, yes, I know about it. Okay. Then the rest of it, the planning section, how you implement the planning and implementation part. This is new to most of the internet marketers, not only newbies, but also for pros. Mm-hmm. So it literally covers everything. So I opened up the whole plan that I would do for my business, or I am doing for my business. Okay, and then I went step by step, covered everything, and finally I combined all together and show how to combine all those little pieces and put it into work, and okay. That's it. So I hope it's simple for everyone. I believe it's simple for everyone. I wanted to make it simple, straightforward, especially for newbies. I don't want them to come back saying they didn't understand what's about it. It's so simple. I made it step by step, mm-hmm. and made it simple.
So yeah. Would you say it's more like a business model to do this specific
kind of... It is a business model, absolutely, yes. If someone focuses on only on this and slowly build their assets with time, that I said from before, that you have to make a plan ahead. Like, I want to make money, I want to make $100 tomorrow, really doesn't work, okay? Mm-hmm. But if you want to make $700 after 7 days, it's absolutely possible, 100% possible. If you want to make $2,000 or even $3,000 after 30 days, it's 100% possible. No. And on the average, you're making $100 a day, right? If you made $3,000 after 1 month, it's definitely possible. I mean, it is. It means you made $100 a day. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a complete business model if you implement it.
Yes, and I mean, what it sounds like, it's quite quick to actually get it implemented. So to get the ball rolling.
Yes.
But so a question on that. So once you pick up the course and you get all this valuable information and you start implementing it, what other investment do you require? Is it like, for example, well, any internet marketer needs a responder and stuff like that, but you still need to invest in stuff like that, right?
Well, the funny thing is, you absolutely don't need any investment, except if you want to work with blogs. Like, you need a hosting service, you need a domain. Okay, so if you want to do something web-based or website-based, then you need a hosting service. You need a domain. And of course, if you want to continue with the professional, I mean, paid or reputed autoresponders for managing your lists, then also, of course, you have to spend that money. But I still showed a free autoresponder. I mean, self-hosted autoresponder that I used for a long time. Not highly recommended. It doesn't work that well, but still, it's okay for beginners. Mm-hmm. So I would say, apart from hosting service and domain, if you want to take that path, like blogging or website-based business, then you need only that. Apart from that, you don't need anything else.
Okay, cool.
So, all free.
So one question that pops to mind with that is, so it sounds like you can use the system, start your own or create your own online business and then start generating income. So the question will be, if you then take that income and start investing in a hosting service to get a domain and a website up, to get autoresponders, to basically invest back into your business, does that, by doing that, does that kind of expand or scale your business? Or is it not necessary to ever do a website?
You see, if you don't use your website, your own website, then ultimately you are depending on someone else's website, because you know there has to be some kind of host, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you want to host whatever you are creating, the asset. You want to save them somewhere. You want them to load from somewhere.
Yes.
So maybe you're putting them somewhere. Maybe you're putting it in a Facebook fan page. Maybe you created a group and you do all your marketing, all your stuff from that group. So you can upload your stuff on the group. You know that, right? I mean, all kinds of files you can upload in the group,
Yes.
Facebook group. Think about it. Today, Facebook is hot. Today, Facebook is there. No one can guarantee that tomorrow Facebook will not be closed. What happens then? You lose everything, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, if you're really building assets, so you should have your own hosts as well. It's recommended. I do recommend it for beginners, just to start. I mean, just to know that yes, I can make money too. I mean, to make your first commission or to make your first income, you really don't need all those things, anything at all. But for long term, as we are planning long term, you should have your own hosting. And I recommend you should have a good hosting. At the beginning, you think that, hey, it's expensive. But with time, I mean, everybody will accept the fact that they should have a better hosting service.
Okay.
And a domain, of course.
Yeah, because ultimately,
so yeah, that's it.
Ultimately, your website is your home base where people can reach you online. And but I mean, it does sound like you can take this, you can start putting or implementing it, start making money, and then take the money you make, invest it back into your business, because like you say, it's an online business, and then you can like spend money on the hosting and the website. So at the end of the day, we'll talk about the pricing now, but the initial $10 you put into this product is all you need. And then whatever you make from that, you can just invest back in your business and then scale it out.
Yes, you can. Absolutely. Yes, you can.
Fantastic.
Yes, absolutely.
So on that topic, so on the front end, we know we get the Clone My Commission for it's launching and selling for $10, or is it like an early bird special?
No, there is an early bird, 3 hours early bird. Like for first 3 hours, the price will be $7.
Okay.
After 3 hours, there will be dime sale. The dime sale will start.
Okay. So the longer you wait, the more expensive it will become.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, and then any upsells on that?
Yes, there are 3 upsells. These 3 upsells are not required to make this work. Front end covers everything, but this will accelerate. Like there are done for you stuff, there are templates, there is coaching offers. So it depends on you, it depends on the customers whether they want to accelerate their income or not. But front end is enough.
Okay.
And of course, I have a plan to take 1 or more free webinars, just free webinars, just to make sure everyone understands everything. So if customers have questions, I will make a Facebook group. I already have a group. I will make a section for them to leave their questions if they have any confusion, because it's a new concept. Warrior Plus products compared to other Warrior Plus products, it's a comparatively new concept. So if they have any confusion, if they have further questions, they can leave there, and from there I can take all those questions, and maybe I can do a completely new training on webinar, live webinar, or maybe I can go for only Q&A session, depending on what type of questions coming in.
Okay, cool. So And I mean that you get if you pick up the front end, you'll get the 2 webinars as well, and you can join the Facebook group.
Not two. I'm not confirming that it's 2, but I'm planning for this. I mean, if they have way too many questions, that it becomes way too many questions for me to answer. It's better to be live with them and reply to them face to face.
So the point is, if you pick this up, you're not on your own. It's not like I'm picking it up,
Absolutely
go off into the corner
behind.
and try it out. You are there to support and help out and guide. Okay.
And also about inside there are some bonuses. Like I have a plugin, a video site building plugin. If you install that plugin, it builds your video sharing sites on complete autopilot, and it shares the posts every time with 9 different high traffic sites, and they drive traffic on complete autopilot. Okay? So if someone wants to take that path, like blogging or website wise, there are ways to get help with these my own plugins and some other traffic trainings that's coming as bonus inside the members area, but it's bonus. It's not directly related to the product, but I kept it as a bonus so that people get benefited if they want to take that path.
Okay, cool. So I mean, it will complement the product. So do you want to talk about the OTO one? What does that exactly involve? Like you say, none of the OTOs is required. The front end covers everything, but if you want to accelerate, so what does OTO one give you?
OTO one done for you campaigns. So campaigns are ready. You just pick them and start implementing and make money from there. All right. And OTO 2 are templates. So templates, you just feed your information there, and it becomes something for you.
Okay.
So it's done for you and templates. And OTO 3 is a coaching offer. I mean, it's inside a group, inside a closed group. So actually, it was there before for, only live sessions were taken. But later, I recorded these training sessions, and the trainings are already there up there. So it's a $7,000 a month. I mean, coaching for those people who are looking for a bigger business, to like $7,000 to $10,000 a month they want to make. So it's for them. It's a kind of advanced training. And also, if somebody wants from there, I will take live training. So that's the plan for OTO 3.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it. These 3 OTOs. And probably there will be no downsells. So if somebody just skip and expecting that there will be a downsell show up, hey, $10 discount, $5 discount, no, there won't be any discounts.
Nice.
So whether you take it or don't take it is up to you. It's not required to make front-end work, but you want to accelerate, go get it. If you don't get it, you miss it. It's not going to come back.
Okay, no, cool. And I mean, yeah, it does sound very interesting, and I also like the fact that, I mean, this is something new you thought about. Well, you've learned and you're putting this out there, so it's kind of a new concept, like you say. Teaching more about the back end, how to run the whole business as an internet marketer. So I'm quite excited to check it out. Mosh, is there anything else you want to add before we wrap this up?
No, thank you very much. Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for the time, and let me explain what's in it. I hope people will love it, and I strongly believe that people will actually be able to make long-term money. They will make assets, and they will make money over the years, or years after years, from one piece of asset. That's my dream. That's what I want to do, and that's what I wanted to cover in the product. So I hope it will work for everyone, from newbies to pros to everyone. And if there are any questions, there will be place in the members area. They can leave their questions there. And as I promised that I will try. If I find that the questions are such that I need to cover it live, face to face with them, I'm going to do that. Okay. I'll be happy to do that. Okay. So that's it. I think all covered and all good.
Yeah, I mean that sounds amazing. No, cool, Mosh. Yeah. I want to thank you again for making the time. I know it's pre-launch and it's normally a hectic time, but thanks for making the time to join us on the show today. And I want to wish you the best of luck with the launch.
Thank
and
you.
I'm sure people will see the value in this and will actually pick it up. And like you say, they're not alone. So once they're in the program, you are there to help and guide and answer any questions they've got on the Facebook group or live if necessary. No. Fantastic, Mosh.
Yeah,
Have a good day, and I'll have you on the
Thanks for having
show
me.
again soon.
Had a nice time.